Okay, Howl whimper. Howl is carrying a photo in its mouth. It passes out the photo, plays on the ground, and with its board falls, then lowers its head and nudges it with its nose a couple of times. Oof, oof. Howl lifts its head and calls out twice, then tilts its head sideways and looks over, appearing pleased. I didn't expect Howl to help buy flowers, then let's prepare the pot of flowers based on this photo. Wise, take the chance to pet Howl's head. Let's go. Of course. Okay, what do we need? Wooden pot. On top will be probably lilies. Oh wait, it's violet. So viola, pilipica. Okay. So this is it. Like this. Okay. For this is tulips for middle, and for the bottom is water lily. Probably. Wait. So all complete. Nice.
The warm wooden base feels like the embrace of the earth.
Okay, flowers for Howl. Here there is. Painting. Okay, oh. Seeing the finished product, Howl wags his tail at lightning speed. Takes 2 steps closer and gently bumps inside into you as if showing approval. Nice. How did he pay though? How did he pay? I don't think he paid. Gonna go back grab with these dogs. Okay, what do we have here now? Actually, okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, what do we have now? Continue business. Teleport now. Greet Nicole outside the flower shop. Okay, Nicole, Proxy, are you here to buy flowers too? I didn't know you were into gardening. Don't tell me you're trying to steal my business. Why is not unless you're opening flower shop? Nicole, Nana. Flower shop returns take way too long. It's not for embarrassed as bold and sharp as me. Nicole, but wait. Are you helping out the manager of Jewel Garden? Then we definitely need to talk about my new big deal. Wise, what are you getting into this? Nicole, shh. I've got this super reliable middleman. He says they're a mining company boss out there hunting for a specific pot of flowers. Who is this boss? Mining boss something? Nicole, apparently it's a pink, extremely rare exotic flower with the name of Ethereal. What? Nicole, he mentioned all his other partners have been coming back empty-handed. Nicole, and so someone with connections like me in his is his last resort. Okay, Wise, isn't exactly easy to find. Nicole, what's the big deal? The request I got is pretty straightforward. Just help me arrange something based on it. Don't you have any pink flowers that are special enough here? Nicole, those flowers that match my hair color and have glorious blooms. They're lovely, even if they don't check all the boxes, right? Oh, and by the way, I'm on a bit of budget, can't go overboard. Wise, she looks totally clueless about what's going on. Wise, but since she's sat in it, that's probably with pink flowers and there's something rare and exotic enough for her. Gotta keep it within her budget too. Wise, since you're set on it, let's go. Okay, I mean, wooden pot should be like less. So we got pink. See, there's no pink here, so we're gonna go with the rarity. That's all two. Gonna go this two. Okay, and so I'm gonna go pink. Yes, of course. And we gotta go with water lily. That's it. No revenue, little.
The peony represents lingering affection.
Okay, a big deal. The essential materials of for Nicole's big deal. Who will get what they deserve this time? Nicole, not bad, not bad. What a beautiful pot. Nicole, let's check the bill. You're kidding me, right? Roxy, why don't you tell me more about this flower shop business? Don't you make this much then in just a few minutes all the time? Why, didn't your middleman tell you? Shh, Nicole, they really take me for a kind of uninformed, self-deluded hollow rather. Roxy, Nicole, Nineveh, we cunning hairs always steered clear of Hollow Zero. We know nothing about this giant material. Nicole, however, my greedy middleman's been begging me non-stop to seal this big deal. He even paid half the deposit up front. Nicole, he just wanted to pick extremely rare exotic flower in the name of the material. Then I'd say the one you gave me fits the bill perfectly. Besides, I went out of my way to visit florists with the most complete selection around, and even spent almost a tenth of the deposit in Dennis. I'd say I've more than fulfilled my end of the bargain, right? Wise always keeps on ace of her sleeves. Nicole, as for the final tricky requirement, I think you haven't named this plant yet, right? Roxy? Fortunately, I may help you look up some info before I like. How about naming it this flower Geppetto? You can just do that, Wise. Nicole cheerfully walks away with her potted plant. Okay, we have Zhu today. Okay, manager, Zhu looks up at the Zhu gardening sign. I thought I was losing my mind from doing overtime. I was sure this place was a flower shop. So you've been helping Orchidea and Zhu garden with business-wise? Wise, that's right. You won? There's been a tricky case lately that requires on-site investigation in Blazewood. I've been working overtime for several weeks now. I finally have some free time this weekend to visit home, so I'm planning on bringing a pot of flowers for my parents. Hopefully, it will ease their nagging. But I still haven't decided what to get them. What kind of flower do the other customers usually like? Wise or lighter ones? Okay, wouldn't it be possible to have both? I'm thinking a mix of dark and light color would look better. What do you think? Wise? Sure, of course. What about spacing? Show you one? Can it be a mix of loose, spacious arrangement and some densely packed compact elements? The different parts of flowers should be able to handle various combinations, right? Wise, certainly. What about the overall style? Usually one, my mom likes gentle flowers, but that prefers one with more character. Can it be wise, gentle, and interesting at the same time? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Do you want? Sorry, my request a bit too much. Can you really manage all that in a single pot? Wise, are there any other requests? Maybe one, and it's okay to add more requests. I saw a flower last time that have warm, gradient, colored petals with a unique shape. But I forgot its name. If you can find it, please include some in the arrangement for me. Should have written it down. Yeah, Wise. A pot of mixed light and dark flowers with dynamic spacing. Some parts are more spacious, others are more compact. It needs to be both graceful and playful. This should be okay. No problem, I'll go get the flowers right away. Nice. We went to Snapdragon, White Tulip, and King's Flower. That's a lot of money. Nice.
The King of Flowers effortlessly commands admiration.
If you climb her entration, the pot of flowers you and prepared for her parents, she worked very hard, almost fulfilling every requirement she has, like she always does. Very good girl. So you want this passport so you get all my requests. I can take this home, ma'am, and that should stop chewing my ear off. I can even catch up some rest while they're busy examining the flowers. By the way, how long are you planning to continue this part-time florist gate manager? I'd like to try some other flower combinations. Wise, I'll be here for another few days. Always ready to help. So you want, by the way, I remember you have some friends please with a recent suicide of an illegal mine near place with for operating inside the Hall of Disaster Risk Zone. However, I've heard that some mine owners associated have been plotting to restart operation, even put some efforts into making it happen. If your friends find out that they resume operation, please let us know. Wise, no problem. Okay, I'll remember that. And it feels like there's a subtle connection between all the events that happened recently. So one is the topic too serious, you look concerned. Don't worry too much for security. Won't let issues like this get away. So you wanna head back now? If you hear anything, just call me. Okay, who is this next customer? You went with some effort tips with the intricately arranged flower pot. Okay, you go. This is probably the last one. Probably. Hugo, Vivian told me that Lord Peyton has become a part-time florist at Jew Garden. Hugo, naturally, I'm here to offer support. Just so happens I want to send a flower pot to my friend. Would you kindly help me arrange one? Right? Sure, of course. What kind of flower do you want, Hugo? Hugo? Now that I think about it, I doubt my friend would appreciate overly expensive flowers. And then settles the budget. Could you please arrange a pot of cheap flowers for me? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hugo, what's wrong? Are you worried about the sales manager? Don't worry, I prepared a big surprise for you. We'll see once the arrangement is ready. By the way, I don't have any specific requirements for the flower, but I do think the choice of flower pot is very important. An intricately crafted flower pot adds to the beauty of the flowers, and if it's also heavy enough, then it doubles as a handy weapon within which. What the hell, man? I was hearing those words after going through Zooey one's request is really throwing me off. Then let's go with a pot of the cheapest flowers. Okay, wise. I'll get going arranging then. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, they want probably this heavy component carb base. Okay, that's nice, I guess.
The King of Flowers effortlessly commands admiration.
Okay, wait for flowers. Yugo gives to a friend. This strange customer only made requests about the flower pot, so who will receive this useful weapon? The hell, man. Okay, next is. Give me a sec. Let me check something here. Okay, should be okay. Should be okay. It should be okay. Probably. Okay, let's go. Hugo, I'm sure you already received my gift, right, manager? I'm all yours to do as you see fit. I have other business to take care of for now. Don't go yet. Wait, don't go yet.
What's the matter, manager? Is my present not to your liking?
Isn't this the rare flower Victoria Housekeeping's been looking for? Nineveh? Where did you get it from?
Before Vivian mentioned it, I had never heard of a flower that feeds upon the hollows for nutrients like an ethereal, nor a flower that looks like a symbiotic ethereal. However, it is something that a client of Victoria Housekeeping wanted, So it's not surprising, it's rather unique. So I asked around. Let me guess. Did Lycon say something like, "This flower requires an extremely difficult and specific environment and is far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero"?
As expected of Hugo, that's basically as expected of Hugo, that's basically exactly what he said.
As expected of Hugo. Even the description you gave is almost word for word what Lycon said.
Well, that's because these are facts we both know of. I managed to find an elusive flora expert who likes these kinds of flowers and planted a few at home. A flower so rare and precious that most haven't even heard of it is to another person merely a small part of their hobby. It's quite normal for it to be that way, no? In any case, I came to inform you the moment I obtained the flower.
Okay, what do we have?
Hugo, you sure are being generous. Is it because Lycon said...
That he didn't want a certain someone to put themselves in danger to get this flower? And it didn't matter if even he couldn't fulfill his client's wish? Allow me to assure you, in the process of obtaining Nineveh and gifting it to you, no person nor ethereal came to harm. In fact, no one even got close to Hollow Zero. Please, accept it, dear manager. Just take it as if a bird flew by with flowers in its beak and dropped it from the sky as a gift for you, Of course, since it is a surprise gift. There should be no need to tell anyone where you obtained it.
You obtained it. Nice. Okay, what is new here? Oh, Vivian is new. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, Lycon, I found the Nineveh you mentioned. Master Proxy, as I thought, there's nothing you can do. Rina and I are already prepared for the event that we can fulfill the clan's additional request. That said, thank you for putting so much effort into our commission. Wait a moment, I'll be there soon. I'm waiting for you at the flower shop. Just come to the flower shop. Shortly after sending the message, Lycon appears. Okay, let's talk to Lycon. This is the client's request with Lycon. Okay, Lycon, Master Proxy, where did you find Nineveh? Are you injured? Why? It's from a mysterious kind person. It's really just fell from the sky. Really just fell from the sky. Lycon, what kind of mysterious kind person could deliver such precious flowers? Lycon, however, you've always been well connected, Master Proxy, so I won't try any farther. Lycon seemed to pause for a moment when he sees a certain flower. Like, this flowers looks familiar. Wise, which one? Tell me. Lycon, just a small and ordinary purple flower, but it's very resilient. You can find everywhere in the world. It's edible and can also be used for emergency treatment. Lycon, but it's really just for a plain flower, so I wouldn't expect it at the florist. I must be mistaken. Sorry for taking off your time again. Let's focus on the rare flower our client is concerned about. The bouquet is about to begin, so I can be away for long. Banquet. Oh my god. Lycon, could you arrange the flower pot within the event and deliver to the VIP suite at Starloop Tower? I'll wait for you at the elevator entrance. Apologies, but the client banquet is on top floor and he's very cautious with security, so I can bring you up with me. However, I will ensure the food word he promised is forwarded to you. Wise, let's start with the pot of flowers. How do you want it to arrange? Lycon, actually, apart from Nineveh itself, the rest of the arrangement is merely decorative. However, Rina instructed me that the pot should ideally have a metal base to match the banquet's lighting, decor, and atmosphere. Also, to highlight Nineveh color, all accompanying flower and decorative should ideally be purple. Nineveh, purple, and metal base. A straightforward request. Okay, I'll get started right away. So we said metal base, purple flowers, purple flowers. That's probably it. Yeah.
A combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines.
Okay, favorite flower, like on pot of flowers for a client, maybe at the attention of the important people. It's truly hard to grant. Either way, this flowers incredibly pricey. Almost. Okay, where are we going now? Starloop VIP Lounge. Lounge. Okay, I can go with Lycon. Okay, you're as punctual as ever. You hand the path with Nineveh to Lycon. Lycon, such beautiful flowers. Although Rina mentioned it before, I didn't expect Massacre Proxy to be adept at floral design. This pot of flowers is beautiful, not just the Nineveh, but also the veil. As earlier at the shop, I thought I'd been mistaken, but they fit perfectly here. Thank you, Proxy. I've heard that skilled florists can convey a spoken words through floral arrangement. The pot of flowers you prepared is one to respect my client. Never mind. I hope the next time I have the honor of watching Master Fox work, it will be an undistracted moment where the flowers shall speak and said. Wise, then it's a deal. Lycon, there are still a few things I need to prepare for the banquet, so excuse myself, but there is prepared some snacks for you. Feel free to relax here for a while if you have some time from all your business affairs. It's not out of banquet kitchen specifically to serve you. Nice. Okay, go to the lounge and find butler and grab a snack. Okay. Okay, so Kako, delicious. I'll have one more serving of that. No, make it that. At least you're having a great time. As soon as you get close, Haramasa spots you. Haramasa Proxy, you got an invitation to that boring banquet upstairs too. I don't get it. It's not anything to grow to, so why invite so many people for it? You're here. Please give me a moment. Miss Osako had just requested since you are serving up snacks. Haramasa, sorry about that. Could you please think twice first? Susako has already had plenty. However, if Sasaki hasn't insisted, we probably wouldn't have come out for this field work anyway. So now she's all full chips, doing some training and never even showed up. Which leaves our poor deputy chief upstairs being the pace of the party. Why, so this banquet in Nineveh, what exactly is going on? Haramasa, well, I don't think it's right for you to hear from me. How about we just sit down, relax, and treat ourselves to these beautiful waffles by our elite butler? Though you haven't figured out what's happening, at least the waffles are amazing. Not long into your break, you hear a commotion from the elevator area. Okay, go back to the elevator area and check things out. We will check things out, of course. Okay, you go, sir.
Dear manager, you've given the Nineveh that I brought you to Lycon, correct?
I have. Is there a problem, Weiss?
I gave the flower arrangement with Nineveh to Lycon already, yeah. Is there a problem?
Of course not. That's the real deal, all right. Their client must be delighted. However, I'm guessing you don't know the details behind this banquet.
There's been too many coincidences lately. I can guess the gist of it at this point.
Then I'll fill you in on the details, shall I? As you've probably guessed, this time Victoria Housekeeping's client has many controversial businesses. One involves a high-quality mine near Blazewood. They only just managed to estimate the value of that mine a few days ago. It's worth an inordinate amount of Denny's, enough to make the owner jump for joy. However, as I'm sure you know, Outer Ring Hollows are quite unstable. Not long after, the area was deemed to be at high risk for hollow disasters. Fearing potential safety concerns, PubSec ordered them to stop work. Naturally, the owner awakened from his fantasy of making a fortune and didn't want to let go of his cash cow. After asking around, he decided to ask for help from a certain powerful individual. Yes, that honored guest upstairs. It's not difficult to find out that honored guest's preferences. What he cares about most is his dear daughter and the flowers he keeps at home. Nineveh.
I'm surprised you're willing to help someone who would ignore hollow disaster risks and safety concerns for